Good evening. I'm Grover Jamison, and this is World's Worst Firings. Tonight, we will be examining the firing of one Hal Phillips. Mr. Phillips, or Hal, as his friends called him, used to work at Klingenhofer's Diner in Trotwood, Ohio, under the employ of one Jedediah Handford. Here is Mr. Phillips to tell his story.
I worked at Klingenhofer's for over 10 years as a cashier and server. Over the years, I saw Jed Handford mistreat many of his employees. He was especially cruel to those he wished to fire, and dismissed them in cruel and unusual ways when they least expected it. One especially violent firing still haunts me to this day. One of my fellow servers, Howie McLeod, was cleaning one of the booths, minding his own business, when out of the blue, Jed Handford gave him the axe.
Hey, pussbag!
Yeah?
Ah, my lungs! How many times do I have to tell you? No! More! Whistling! Now pack up your crap and get out. You're fired, you hear me? Fired!
Sir, I think he's dead.
Shut up, Phillips! He's dead when I say he's dead! Now you and Brenda go on and carry this carcass out of here. It's stinking up my restaurant!
Howie was one of my best friends in the world, and I had to carry his bleeding corpse out back and throw it in the dumpster. To this day, I can never look at a dumpster without becoming aroused. I mean nauseous! Nauseous! I misread the thing. Can we redo that?
Keep going.
Okay. But the most traumatic firing I ever witnessed while working for Mr. Handford was my own. It all started on a regular old Tuesday. Me and my best friend Brenda were working the counter when another friend of ours, Marvin, walked in.
What up, my dudes?
Hey, Marvin, how the heck are you?
Pretty heckin' good, Hal. Say, you catch the game last night?
Aw, jeez, please don't mention the game in front
We
of...
were robbed!
Yeah, Brenda, we know.
Before I knew it, Mr. Handford had grabbed me by the throat.
What have I told you about fraternizing with the customers? That's it. The two of you are fired! Fired, you hear me? Fired!
But sir!
Clam up, you! Take off those aprons and beat it, the both of you!
Really, sir, this is just a huge misunderstanding.
Shut up! You get out of here, too!
What, me?
You're in cahoots with them! Now get out!
Mr. Handford literally tossed us out into the street, right in the middle of the afternoon rush. Brenda and I landed safely on the other side of the street, but Marvin was not as lucky.
Marvin, look out! Marvin!
Seeing Marvin's lifeless corpse in the middle of the road, all dying and dead and stuff, I realized that Mr. Handford had to be stopped. So I came to the people from this podcast.
We tried to confront Mr. Handford about his cruel conduct, but we too were met with violence and hostility. Unfortunately, we were unable to get audio from that encounter because Mr. Handford got a hold of and subsequently destroyed our investigator's phone. Here, however, is a reenactment based on what the reporter told us had happened.
I'm not answering any questions. Now get out of here before I grind you up into hamburgers, cook you up all greasy and slippery and such, and sell you at a ludicrously high price!
Needless to say, Mr. Handford is still at large.
Hey! There you are, you rotten scum! I'm gonna kill you!
What are you doing? Mr. Handford! Mr. Handford! Get back, please! No, don't take your anger out on me! No! No!
Dramatization may not have happened.
Be sure to tune in next week when we interview a woman who claims she was fired for blinking too loudly. Until then, I'm Grover Jamison. Good night.